Cool, we're live. Hey guys, I know it's a little bit late. I got started late with the live stream today, so my apologies. I haven't been putting out movies either or videos. I've just been busy, preoccupied with some life stuff. So yeah. What's going on with you guys? Let me know in the chat. Uh, been pretty busy with work. Been pretty busy with studying and stuff. Getting a lot better though, so I'm happy about that. Sorry about the wobble on this thing. It's kind of wobbling like crazy. Let's see if we can fix that. Got three here. Cool. Thanks for coming by, guys and gals. What's up, Big Bro? Yeah, I know it's loud here, so my apologies. I'll try my best to speak up. It's pretty busy here at 12:37 p.m. Been, trying to keep the channel afloat. Haven't been. Appreciate the thumbs up there. Haven't been posting. Just been busy, man. Just been really busy. What's up, David? Thanks for coming by. So what I've been doing is just a lot of CSS, React stuff. So really upping my game with that. I haven't noticed how much better I've gotten, but it's significant. Because I had to come back to like old projects that I've done before and use the after I've done like some big projects, and now it's just like holy cow. It's just like holy cow. Like I've gotten so much better. Like I can do so many different things. Like for instance, using Flexbox to space items between each other, and then putting those within like a set width, and then centering that and doing it all in my head, knowing what to do before I ever even code it out. That's cool stuff. I'm pretty happy with the way my CSS is going. Feeling like it's has a significant improvement. So yeah, what are you guys up to? What are you guys doing today? I'm just having some coffee, waiting for people to come in. Maybe share this. Oh, of course, I'm working on the old front-end masters review. It's just hard, It's just hard to stay afloat, I guess. When you got a million things going on. So, yeah, had a rough morning, but now we're up and going. Bringing the beard back, by the way, and that's totally like not even that's by accident. So, interesting to see how like once you've grown out a beard, it's very easy to grow out another one. So anyway, I'm excited to get the rest of this day started. I gotta get some exercise. I've been letting the work stuff catch up to me and not exercising. Tis a tragedy. Got 2 people watching, 3 likes. I don't know how that works, but that's good. It's starting to become summer here, so or starting to break out of, well, who knows, spring, and I'm starting to like the weather. I don't have to wear a coat all the time. It's kind of like that way when I was in Boise, though. It was nice and warm, but just hanging out so you guys have something to talk about. I should probably come up with a topic like some of these other guys. David says, when are you going to put out the review for Front-End Masters? It'll probably be next week. I just haven't had time. How's work? Do you like it there? I do like it there. It's I've learned more at this job than I have at any other job because I'm surrounded by so many skilled people. By so many, I'm surrounded by designers and developers and front-end developers, back-end developers. I have to work with them like on a daily basis. And so working with so many different developers is going to make you skill up a lot. So yeah, I feel like it's great. Good questions. They have all the perks. So currently I've been just too busy to use them. So, but this next week, going back to like kind of like normalcy, yeah. So I'll be able to get back on track and exercise and use all those things that they have at work. Study harder. Actually, probably not study. I need to do a project now, and also you know, do do all the things, make all the videos, get better at working. So. So yeah, let me know what you guys have. Let me see. What do we have in the questions? Nothing. Just hanging out. It's only been 5 minutes though. Oh man. Are you working as a developer there? Yes, I am, as a front-end developer. That is my title. So it's not like a web producer, a legitimate front-end developer using all the things, CSS, React, JavaScript, Sass, big boy tools. So the biggest thing I have to do right now is to get better at configuration. I swear that configuration is like the thing that will get you. Tay says, what is the best time to start learning a framework? Probably after you've done like a basics with JavaScript, and then you learn a framework. And the reason why is because if you're learning that framework, there's going to be things that you come across that you're just not going to know, and you're going to continue to learn JavaScript more. Specifically, I'm talking specifically with React. This also happened with like a project I had with AngularJS, but React is gonna, like, from the base, like you have to learn like ES6, ES modules, filters and stuff. So you're just gonna naturally learn more JavaScript, but it might be slow, and that's fine because you're overall learning. Good question, Tate. I like it. I like it a lot. David says, have you figured out the next thing to work on after the review for Front Masters? Either like I might do these both. I might do like a business website with React, and then for sure like redo my portfolio with animations and probably videos like I do on my YouTube channel for each section. Just because I'm way better, it takes a lot less time. It'll probably take me the same amount of time because I'll just put more effort into it, and so it'll probably take me a couple months, maybe 3 months, and just up the resume, just because I've gotten so good so fast, quote unquote good. Like comparatively, I've gotten better. How do you become a Django developer? I don't know. Do a lot of Django, look up for the jobs with Django, start making projects, and that's what I would do if I were you. I'm just sharing this stuff. So, thanks. Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure, Texture Tree. Good questions. But yeah, as far as like specifically, I don't know. I've only heard of Django. Haven't used it much. Cool name, by the way. I like that. We got to get one of these study with me done soon here too, huh, guys? I'm telling you, man. Like these last 3 weeks, I've just been doing stuff. It's been kind of crazy. So, hanging out with friends and stuff, and doing young man stuff. So, man, oh man. See this? I'm getting older, guys. Which is the best language for web development? I don't know if there's definitively a best language, but you are going to need to know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So you have to. Like that's just base. If you're going to do like backend, there's a bunch of different options. There's Node, C#, I think maybe even Python, Java. So what's up, Joseph? Thanks for coming by. Let me know how Florida's treating you, how Full Sail's treating you. So HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then probably a framework. There's AngularJS. No, don't use AngularJS. There's Angular, React, or Vue. Any of those are going to be all right. I suggest if you're like first starting out, try Vue. That's probably the best one to start out with. Good idea. Full Sail is so boring, Joseph says. I'm taking freelance clients just to pass the time. Well, that's hats off to you for taking the initiative. Good idea. I've been looking into that too. I have a few Facebook groups that are like, hey, we could need some, help for this, and so I kind of looked into it. Maybe just pick up some supplemental income. But at the same time, when you do that, you take time away from learning, which is kind of like a catch-22. I've gotten a lot better just like using Photoshop too, specifically for a web developer, and so I've learned a ton of stuff. You are a good tutor. Thanks. I don't think I've done too much tutoring, but I appreciate the feedback. David says, if you're still going to do a study with me video, I will. It's just I haven't done any videos. Might as well put a compilation of B-reel of your editing videos. Just an idea. Oh, it'd just be full of swear words, dude. It would just be a B-roll of you editing videos. I can do that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant a reel of all my B-roll. No. Yeah, if I did a reel of all my B-roll, it'd just be frustration, upset, curse words. so yeah, half the time that's all I'm doing is just trying to fiddle with that, the settings in that. Good questions, y'all. Keep the questions coming. So. Sorry about the wait, guys. What am I sorry about the wait for? I'm waiting for you guys. When you do side projects, what do you use for payment APIs? Like, usually PayPal, if they'll let me. If not, then I guess a debit card, right? Or a credit card. So that's what I would use. Yes. But honestly, I'd use like a free one. Like, what do you use for payment, specifically payment APIs, not to pay the API? Stripe. That's the one I hear about all the time is Stripe. So use Stripe for your APIs. Is it the best? Maybe not. Is it the most used? Yeah. So you're going to have a lot of documentation and Stack Overflows on it. How to become a front-end developer? I have a lot of videos on it, but you've got to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript from the get-go. You've got to get a job in that, but usually you're going to have to do some like portfolio projects, meaning you make up your own projects to show people what you can do, and then you have to learn a framework. It used to be that you could just learn something like jQuery. You can't do that anymore. So you have to learn something like React or Angular. So that's what I would do. And then go out, apply, go to interviews, see how you do, come back, apply. I'm building a Twitter clone right now. I'm building a Twitter clone right now. Nice, Joseph, nice. Oh, by the way, y'all, on Twitter, if you didn't see my last tweet, which I'm sure most of you didn't, I took the IQ test on Pluralsight, and it said I'm in the 95th percentile for JavaScript. That is not accurate at all. So it asked me 8 questions, and now I'm an expert. So take that with a grain of salt if you guys are going to do that. Funny thing is I took all of front-end master's courses to get that. Anubis 81 Hun. Hello Ricky. Hello all. Hello Anubis. Thanks for coming in. Is JavaScript hard to learn? It is kind of like a comparative thing. So if you've never done any development and stuff, the first language you learn is always going to be way harder than any other language. And a lot of people say that JavaScript is not a very good beginner language. For me, I don't know any different. This is the first programming language that I learned, and it was hard, but I don't know how hard it is comparatively to other things. There's a lot of weird quirks, like with scope, and just weird syntactical things that are just kind of in the language due to historical and maintenance reasons. So yes, maybe, but it's not easy. I'll tell you that much. It's definitely not easy to learn JavaScript, but it's worth learning for sure. What have you been up to? Just hanging out with the son, spending a lot of family time and friend time, like way more than I ever have, and staying a little bit late at work to finish these projects, learning more, and that's been taking up most of my time. So I haven't been doing anything else. So I need to step it up. Losing my brain here, guys. Let's see, what new questions we got? Oh, we got a new one. Shivam. Sites where we can get web development projects and earn. A site that is focused on just web development. Web development is a broad term. So you can do back-end development, front-end development. I guess Fiverr. I highly discourage any of those sites. I recommend you go in person for a local place and offer to do something for free, and that be your first big project. Have you been keeping up with the Twitter drama? I don't think so, Joseph. I don't know. Enlighten me, Joseph, on the Twitter drama, because I don't know enough about Twitter. I just use it to post up my progress, and it's been working kind of better. Like all the people on Front End Masters have been pretty good about it. Oh, looks like you missed some. Like ABBA Productions, like Abbas Productions. Hey, what's going on? Did you hear about the Reactathon conference drama? I did not, Joseph. Let's hear about this Reactathon conference drama. I'll look it up actually too. I'm good. Abbas. My channel is about web development primarily, and also self-education and learning platforms. Sorry, not Reactathon. It was React Week. I started a program about 3.5 years ago, probably, maybe. Like I started going casually, then getting serious about 2.5 years ago, probably. Yeah, about 2.5 years. And I've been a developer for 2.5 years. Well, no, so like 3.5 years, casually for half a year, and then serious for the rest. I started when I was 27. I'm 30, almost 31 now. Sorry about the wait, guys and gals. When did you start it? No, I already asked. Answer that. Any project ideas about web development for improving my portfolio? Ajax requests, designs. If you can take a design, or if you can, one of the best things you can do is like learn your Google developer tools and learn how to debug within Chrome for both CSS and JavaScript, and then start learning building your own site and fixing it within the debugger, and then adding it to your CSS. I would recommend that. Is AngularJS good? It's better than nothing. It's not bad, but it's not something that I would actively pursue unless you need to. That's it. Like, oh, we have this legacy product. We need you to know AngularJS. Then yeah, I guess you have to. Other than that, not so much. Well, congrats on 5,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Joseph says the conference lost most of their speakers because they refused to implement a COC. The people who organize the conference also organize in popular meetups in NYC. So what is the COC actually, David? It's Joseph, excuse me. I don't know what a COC is. Let me look it up. Certificate of Compliance. because they refuse to implement a certificate of compliance. The conference speakers that dropped out started their own competing meetup now. Wow, that is interesting. I don't know. I'm just not really like. I don't know. Like, is it like? I guess maybe when you start becoming like the rockstar developer or something, you can have that type of weight. I don't have that, so it wouldn't be a big deal. It'd be great for me just to speak in general. So that's what I think. I'm not necessarily all about the code of conduct and into that. I just want to create them JavaScripts, y'all. So those other issues are much bigger than what I do. So yeah, it is hair. It's just a little bit of hair. It's going away. It's gonna go away. I'm gonna shave this hair off. I was just telling my son that. So see, got some hair. I've just been lazy. Like I said, it's been crazy. Normally I stay on top of that stuff. So I know, it's crazy. More importantly, there's hair right here. There is hair underneath the hat all right here. So have you made any websites? I have made websites, ABBA. Everything from using like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to applications using AngularJS to websites with React and frameworks like Bootstrap or Foundation, stuff like that. So some really cool things that I actually have used are one of my favorite things is working with designers that aren't. It might sound counterintuitive, but some of my favorite things are doing like designs that people who like that come from a print background do. And it's not like it's awesome, right? But it's really hard, and so it pushes you to do really weird stuff, which makes you way better at UI. And you would have never done that, and no one would have ever expected you to do these weird things. And I used to hate this, but now that I've kind of had more experience and more time and grown as a developer, I love it because it makes my UI like I can do a ton of stuff with the UI stuff. So I'm pretty good. Best language for backend? There is no best language for backend. There's just different languages. It depends on the project. It depends on the team. A lot of people are going with Node.js. If you're in like a big company, probably C#. It's object oriented. Been around for a while. A lot of people like that. Just depends on your environment that you're in. Joseph says, I'm using Bootstrap and React for my Twitter clone. Awesome. Joseph, have you looked at React Bootstrap? Let me know in the comments. React Bootstrap is actually pretty sweet. You use classes more like components. I highly recommend it. I've used it before. Abba says, they have some computer programming stuff at my high school. Awesome. I want to check it out someday. It seems pretty cool to do that kind of stuff. You should. Absolutely. And the thing is Abbas, especially if you're in high school, you can take like one course, and then if you don't like it, then stop taking those courses. But I think you should. And that way you'll know for sure before you get into college. Well, maybe not for sure, but you'll have a better understanding. Why do you love programming? You get to create stuff, make the world a better place. Okay. No, that's so cliche. You get to create stuff that a lot of people will be using, that a lot of people appreciate, that employers appreciate, and they pay you well for it. So if you're a developer and you're good, you're pushing into six figures, and that's typical, and you're in demand. That's why I love it, for those reasons. Oh, look at much in here. I don't love programming. I just enjoy the freedom it granted you to create the technology. Yep. Hit the nail on the head, Joseph. Abba says, I want to become a journalist when I'm older. With the help of programming, I can make my own business, I think. You could. A lot of that stuff has already been done, but yeah, definitely it's going to help. If you're going to become like a journalist or on your own news website, you probably use something like a content management system called a CMS, so WordPress and the like. I gotta tell you guys, I've been sitting down so much. I think I'm gonna have to go exercise after this. Go for a walk. Let me know in the comments where everyone's at. Let me know in the comments where everyone's at their stage as far as web development goes. If you're a hobbyist, you're on your journey, you are one, all that stuff. I'm interested in that. All right, here we go. Abba says, besides making websites, what else can you do with programming? Oh, so much beyond websites. You can make applications. You can, so like things that run on your phone, you can do things for businesses. You can make programs or like applications or services that some businesses will use. Like for instance, say I need to get some client data or some customer data or some patient data. I can build out the services that will provide that data on the computer. Like say maybe a doctor or something needs to use that. Things like that. Pretty cool. What's up, Sultan Tech? Thanks for coming by. I haven't told you what my subscriber count is right now because I, quite frankly, haven't really cared too much. We're at 5,255 subscribers. I don't think it matters too much anymore, but whatever. Texture Tree, .NET Framework's worth it if they're paying you to do it. Like, I don't know. It seems much harder to get started with .NET. So, sure, if someone's going to pay you to do it, by all means do it. If not, try something a little bit easier to get up and running with. Or if that's your background. But then again, I don't know if are you going to learn it if it's already your background? Steve says, how many hours should I learn until I will be ready for applying? Oh, that's a tricky question, and I'll give you an answer. And how many months should it take for a beginner? Dude, it's totally relative, right? It depends on your background. It depends on your how much you are able to retain. Some people like as little as 3 months, maybe for the very, very basic. And if you went to a boot camp where people are helping you all day. It really depends on you. I've seen people get jobs in 3 months. I've seen people get jobs in 6 months. I've seen people that get their first job after 2 to 3 years. For me, it took about a year, and half of that was like passively, like part-time, and then the other half was more than full-time, like studying. And then I went, and it was all self-taught, so it was very different. I used Udacity. Don't recommend them anymore. They did at the time, but there's a ton of great options out there. So it took me a year, but that's me personally, to get my first job. If I use C#, Joseph says, I use C# in school. It's pretty great. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I think it's pretty dope, and I don't even use it. Abby says, thanks for answering my questions. I enjoyed talking with you. Have a great rest of your weekend. Happy Saturday. Hey, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Anyone else have any other questions? Let me know. I'll hang out for just a minute here. Otherwise, I think we'll call it a day. No more of these 2-hour live streams. That's too much. All right, well. Texture Tree, I subscribe to your channel in all my devices. Very nice. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing. All right. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for coming by, guys and gals. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Oh, hold on. We got some questions coming in. Anubis says, what do you think is a good idea to learn Node.js for backend development in a country where most people backend uses PHP? Learn PHP, dude. That's it. Like, learn your JavaScript and learn PHP, and then try to sneak it in. Try to get in a job where you have backend, and then try to do something else. Is it not boring to work 8 hours only programming? Usually, you don't get a program for 8 hours. You got to do a lot of other stuff. But some days they are, and it's not boring at all because I'm not able to most of the time. You are great. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you. All right. I think we got all those questions. Talk to you guys later. Bye.